هي معارج القلوب إلى السماء، ومشكاة تنير دروب السائرين في الطريق الإلهي، وشواهد تعرف بها بيوت الرحمن فلا يخيب قاصدها، ومنها يصدح نداء السماء لأهل الأرض أن حي على الفلاح، بمقامات علوية تناجي الروح فيقبل عليها القلب خاشعاً راغباً في ملاقاة ربه، فيتحقق السمو والصفاء. إنها مآذن النور.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
تأسست جمعية لندن الإسلامية الثقافية سنة 1983 من طرف مجموعة صغيرة من المسلمين المنحدرين من غويانا على الساحل الشمالي لأمريكا الجنوبية، وكان الغرض خلق التواصل بين مختلف التجمعات الثقافية وخلق فضاء اجتماعي يوفر الحاجات الأساسية حتى لغير المسلمين، ما منح المركز إشعاعاً في منطقته وجعله مقبولاً بين الساكنة مهما اختلفت دياناتهم.
In 1983, we formed London Islamic Cultural Society. That was because there was such a large number of people who wanted to belong somewhere and to perform their Islamic duties. So my father was automatically a leader, if you like, of the community and of the people. So from his home, we established all the works and practices that we would do. When we had big events like Eid, we would then go into school halls or different places because the gathering was so much. And so from that, forming the community and becoming a registered charity, then we began looking for somewhere that we could then operate from, a headquarters, a mosque, whatever you want to call it. Initially, monies were very tight. We were a very small community and we didn't have any business or countries to support us. Our country was not an Islamic country. And so we began to raise monies between ourselves. And I have to say to you that the masjid you see now today is as a result of individual people coming together and raising monies.
هو بيت من بيوت الرحمن يرفع فيها اسمه وتعظم شعائره، وبين جدرانه سكينة تحقق للعباد فرصة للتأمل في العبادة ولحظة صفاء مع النفس وتربطهم بأجواء المساجد في الدول الإسلامية.
Every day in the masjid we have the 5 daily prayers and we have a consultancy service every afternoon. We also have lessons for the children. On the weekdays they start at 5 and they finish at 7 p.m. On the weekends we have classes also. They start approximately 9:30 in the morning and they finish at 12:30 p.m. We also have lectures that are ongoing every other day. We also have adult classes for brothers and for sisters on the afternoons, on Saturdays and Sundays. So on the 5 prayers we have approximately about between 150 and 200 people daily for every single prayer. And on Friday, the Jumu'ah prayer, we have 2 prayers, and in each prayer there are approximately about 1,000 people that come in for the prayers. So on a Friday, within an hour space of time, we have about 2,000 people coming in for the Jummah prayer.
جدران زخرفت بآيات الذكر الحكيم بألوان زاهية تريح العين وتبث الطمأنينة في النفس، وتقتبس من المساجد الإسلامية الكبرى فن الخط والزخرفة على الطريقة الأندلسية، وخزانات تحوي المصحف الشريف وأمهات الكتب الفقهية لمن أراد التفقه أو التعمق أكثر في مسائل الدين، ليجمع بين فضل العبادة والعلم، وما أجملهما من سبيلين للتقرب من الخالق. ولا تكتمل زينة المسجد بدون قبة، لذلك حرص القائمون على المركز أن تتوسطه قبة منقوشة ومرصعة بكلمات التوحيد، تجود بنورها على كل جنبات قاعة الصلاة، وتمنحها مهابة ورهبة تليق بمقام الصلاة.
There are about 29 different nationalities now using this masjid. So from the early days when it was the Guyanese community, more and more Muslims began to join us. And as we moved from a home to a synagogue, we purchased a synagogue in 1988. And at that time it was 150,000. And we thought it was such an enormous amount. But somehow, alhamdulillah, we were able to get that money, and we raised it through the communities, people selling things, people making cakes and us selling them. That was part of the community. It was such a strong community. Now we have 29 different dialects that's spoken in this mosque. That means it's 29 different nationalities, 29 different customs, habits and customs, because we all have different practices from the countries that we come from, but yet they all operate from this masjid in peace, because I think there is a sense of belonging in terms of we've built this, we built it together, we've come to where we are together, and so that's what's really, I think, that makes this community so strong and so forward-looking.
في محراب العبادة يتسع الأفق وتتداعى الحواس نحو السلم وتهف الأرواح للذكر، حالات روحانية تتقد بشدة، وما أكثر النفحات الإيمانية في هذا الشهر والتي يسعى كثيرون لاغتنامها.
In the month of Ramadan here, it's very, very impactful. The mosque, for the 5 daily prayers, the mosque is full. In the evenings we have an iftar, and many people come in for the iftar, approximately about, I would say, between 150 and 200 people again. On the weekends we have a dinner every Saturday and Sunday, and I would say anything from 700-800 people to 1,000 people, they come in for the weekend dinners. We have tafsirs, which is an explanation of the Quran every day after Salatul Zuhr, Dhuhr prayer, which I conduct myself personally. And then again, we have an advice referrals where people come in every day, and whatever issues or concerns that they may have, we deal with that as well on a daily basis. But the month of Ramadan, the mosque is open 24 hours a day, and there are hundreds of people here all the time.
الواقف على أبواب الرحمن لا يخيب، فهو في معية ربانية، وأينما ولى وجهه في المسجد ستصادفه آيات القرآن التي تحث على التوحيد وتربية النفوس والإحسان، معاني نورانية تتطلب مجاهدة للنفس وصبرا للترقي في سلم الطاعة الإلهية. وليبلغ هذا المقام سيجد في هذا المسجد ما يعينه من حسن تصميم وبديع نقش واتساق في الألوان ودقة في تركيب قطع الفسيفساء.
In London, it is very easy for a Muslim to practice their religion. It's very easy for our religion to be incorporated into the national schools. We have many schools and universities coming to visit this mosque, and they want to know about our religion, about our practices, and how we do things. And this is one of the ways that it is so open for us. Of course, you have difficulties in some areas, but the majority of the areas we can practice our religion without there being any issues or any problems. And so what it is also that we do is we go into schools and we tell people and tell the other children about our religion. And we're able to do that. So for me, I think that's an amazing thing, and it's part of the whole process of being integrated into our community.
ولتكتمل الحلقة، يجمع المسجد بين العبادة والعلم والعمل الخيري بضمه لمرافق تعليمية واجتماعية وتنظيمه لأنشطة خيرية لكل محتاج بعيداً عن أي تصنيف ديني أو عرقي، فالجميع متساوون في الإنسانية، وهكذا يكون الاندماج في مجتمع متنوع.
In the masjid, alhamdulillah, we're always trying to adapt and improvise. We have facilities, as I've said, for pretty much every single facet of society. In the future, very, very soon, we're hoping to create bathing facilities for the deceased. So as I've explained, we have an advice referral service here, we have the classes, we do marriages here, we have 2-3 marriages on a weekly basis, so we provide that service. We have a funeral service here as well. We cater for all of the needs of the society, and we hope to build on that in the future as well.